What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again with the next skill war match for the week. However, we cannot start out with the match because apparently ChildishPlays decided to drop us a pretty big surprise. I had about 4 or 5 of my followers on YouTube send me private messages saying, "Hey Childish, guess what? Did you see? ChildishPlays dropped us a Monster Balance Pass." And I'm like, dude, are you serious right now? Like, awesome. I can't wait to see. I was like, wait a second. Have you not seen it yet? I'm like, no. He's like, you might want to go ahead and take a look at it. So as you guys might have guessed, I have taken a look at it, and it's really hard right now to keep my face smiling on the camera. I'm trying to be politically correct right now, but it's super hard because this is by far one of the most underwhelming Monster Balance Pass in the world. Oh my goodness. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of things right here. This is definitely one that I'm gonna just kind of breeze through because there's just so much things to like talk about and cringe about at the same time. Okay. Epicon Priest, the change with the 25% HP, the regular so 25% HP, and then they have the heal over time at 50%, has a little bit of a change that's now going to take advantage of target HP's ratio to half of your HP ratio. So, you know, early on in the game, I thought this was a pretty fun unit to use. When I messed around with an Epicon Priest, I started to use it in the dungeon, the Kairos dungeon. So, considering that the 82% of all the damage that's brought onto you is AoE effects, you know, if you lose a unit, chances are your other units are going to be a little bit low. So I don't know how much this is going to affect people use, but it's good to see that they're trying to mess around with a couple of new units. We'll have to wait and see. Dark Viking, nice change, attack bar by 30%, but again, this is something that is kind of conditional. We're talking about a bonus to a revive mechanic, but where are we really going to use, or where are we going to really set up a situation where we're heavily reliant on revives? If you have a situation with regards to revive-based units, or you're incorporating some unit because you have to prevent yourself from dying, then you know obviously there needs to be some work done with regards to your team, your synergy, so that you can make things better. Again, I think this is kind of catered to the newer player there. Maybe you're having some fun in TOA, got this new unit early, you're like, hey, I gotta have some kind of revive mechanic for some of those hard bosses, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Dark Undyne, I do like this change on this one, given the instant turn. Definitely gonna be useful if you guys already have a build. Shout out to all the HOH Undyne users out there that able to pull this one off a Light and Dark Scroll. I'm right there with you. I think I got 2 of them. I probably will play around with it because honestly, Undyne was one of my like top 2 or 3 units that I was using for the legendary fragments. Between that and the Phantom Thieves, I think. So now I actually got a reason to save them. I might actually build them. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want me to test this out. I'll be happy to do so. Speaking about testing out units, there's going to be a couple of people that are pretty excited about right now. Sean B, Island Grown, I'm looking at you guys. I believe these are the 2 big ones that I know of that have taken the bullet when it comes to Drunken Masters doing some max damage videos, testing out some new units or whatnot. So this will be kind of fun to see what they decide to do. The rolling punch mechanic is now, you got something embedded within these skills to provide either a 30% or 50% chance. So we'll see how it goes. Who knows what kind of things would do. If one of these units does have like some kind of an AoE in there, you know, considering the skills and being able to provide that little bit of RNG, is somebody gonna get crazy? Maybe throw in a despair set, change the meta? Who knows? Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Speaking of change the meta, we have the brand new meta changer, the Light Dragon. I tell you guys right now, I'm trying so hard to keep a straight face on this balance patch. It's really hard. It's really hard. The Light Dragon, a little bit of a change here. It's going to be receiving double amount of healing for light attributes. Awesome. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. The cooldown time of the big skill, 6 turns to 5 turns, great. Shout out to the 2% of the audience out there that actually has this unit. I'm actually pretty excited for you, but honestly, I'm cringing a little bit, and not just the fact that this is super niche, but the fact that they just took a look at the Light Dragon, didn't even touch the Dark Dragon. I mean, the Dark Dragon still needs some love too, right? Let's see here. Light Sea Emperor, can't really get mad at that. I am happy for this unit, for the people that do have it. I think that's a nice little improvement. Next big group that got changed here, all the Phantom Thieves here, having some unique mechanics incorporated. The Water and Light one, having that second skill, I believe it is, having the decreased attack speed for 2 turns. It stuns the target for 1 turn with an 80% chance each. So it is the same target versus having random attacks. Yeah, randomly attacks. I don't know. In PvP, I really like the random aspect of it. Especially if you were playing around with like a despair set on him, like old school despair set, you know. But just having the RNG on it, to possibly hit a different units. That was kind of nice. So I don't know. I'll have to see how that plays out. At least if you are creating the composition where you want to, you know, focus down one unit to get the stun, then I can see why that would be useful, right? I think a lot of people are going to have fun with this Fire Phantom Thief, the Old Grudge passive. This is obviously a pretty unique thing. Increases your attack bar by 50% when the target is stunned or defeated after the I'm reading into the line here. Increases the attack bar 50% when the target is stunned or defeated after an attack. Okay, so I like this mechanic, but you know, considering that we are building this one, you know, I mean, we're getting this advantage. This is an added effect, not taken away from its previous effect. They gave that 100% attack power increase. So since you're getting that base amount of damage, it may allow you to play around with a couple of different builds, you know, making it super fast so you can take advantage of high speed alongside this attack bar increase. You know what? Who knows? Maybe it, you know, maybe it'll be a little bit fun. I'm all about, you know, finding some other compositions that we can play around with that are a little bit more YOLO based. I don't know about you guys, but I ain't got time to do these 22-minute siege battles. I like the YOLO compositions if I can get away with it. So maybe that'll be another unit that we play around with. When Phantom Thief, Showtime, not really much to say there. Cooldown reduction, the light Phantom Thief. You know, honestly, the added effect of the cooldown time if your HP is 50% lower, I think that's going to help out. I thought the cooldown reduction or the cooldown on that current one was a little bit off for my taste, but I'm glad that they took a look at it. This is probably going to be the interesting one that people will mess around with this because if you have the chance to get this in the HOH or the anniversary event, then you have an opportunity to mess around with this one here. 50% chance for the critical damage, and then we got the chances of receiving a glancing hit higher, and then also an invincibility effect for one turn. So pretty unique by far. I definitely am a big fan of this change. However, we'll have to wait and see if this is, I mean, you know, what kind of things people come up with to counter it. They got a couple of different support units out there. Molly, for example, that has that glancing ability. That might pair along with it, but honestly, I wonder how strong it's really going to be, considering we have a lot of units out there that can, you know, strip alongside it. So we'll have to wait and see what people decide to do with this one. I think it's a nice mechanic to kind of throw in there, but I think it's going to be used offensively, right? I don't see anybody playing around with this defensively or getting crazy with it, because obviously there's super many ways to counter different types of beneficial effect blockers and whatnot. So if you were trying to stop that route, then you know you don't have to really. There's nothing you can really do about it. Beneficial blocker is just going to stop that. So I like the change though. Again, it's not like a. I don't think it's going to be a super OP thing. I think you're just going to have to think outside the box with what times of teams that you go up at it. But it is good to see a little bit of change for a unit that they've given to everybody, right? Let's see. Wind Chimera, can't get mad at this one. I'm actually a Lagmaron user, right? So this being based on the attack power and attack speed, I'm pretty happy about it. Generally, Lagmarons are built in a pretty high fashion, or pretty high speed fashion. So I'm pretty excited to see the damage improvement on that. And I'll probably do a showcase on the damage just so you guys can see the difference in here. Wind Pioneer, again, I'm a user, I'm an owner on this one. This is one of my favorite units when it comes to CR Orion Perna or CR Orion X, where X is like a fire base, you know, whatever. Dealing with the Pioneer, or using the Pioneer versus units that have an elemental advantage over him, right? I'm like, he's just a super great unit. Like, dealing with the Rakans and the Pernas are just super annoying. So having that fixated amount of damage on the ignore when you hit it is good. So this is only going to improve that, and obviously it gives you more of a reason to focus down specific units that have lower defense, or even if maybe they have that endure proc. But wait a second. Actually, if I'm reading this correctly, you have to now kill it, right? Yeah, you have to now kill it if I recall correctly. So you can't just So maybe this is going back to where people were like smacking down like a Theo or something like that just to get a little bit of damage extra for the other units. Now you can't do that. You won't get the additional buff. But honestly, I thought Pumpek was in a really good place. But I don't know. I'm kind of all up in the air about that one. But the fact is that, generally speaking, when I'm going up against opponents, I'm going up against units that don't have Theo in it, and so you know, I'm going to be able to take advantage of this because they always have some unit out there that I'm having elemental advantage towards, and should be able to take out, depending on if everything works and Orion doesn't mess me up, right? So outside of that, we have the leader skills that are getting changed here. These are all additional leader skills for the Drunken Masters and Frankenstein. We'll have to see how these play around there. The only thing that really sticks out is for the Fire Frankenstein for me. For anybody that uses the Messity, Copper, and Bulldozer, now they actually have a bonus to the defense that they're going to be able to take from that bulldozer. So that is really, really nice about that. Outside of that, we got a couple of changes on the skill errors, which I'm sure probably none of you guys care about. So again, as always, if you have any thoughts about this, I'm really looking forward to hearing your feedback on this one. Again, it's not one of those monster challenges pass that I was looking to wake up to, but as we stated before, and a lot of people have stated before in various things, even though we don't always get the changes that we want, at least they're even, you know, at least they're changing the depth something, you know. But obviously I want more frequent changes. I want more meta relevant stuff. I mean, we have the RTA, you know, going down here. It would have been super nice to see some of the changes that are going to be implemented, you know, considering that we have, you know, the big Summoners War Arena, you know, championship, World Arena Championship coming up. So I don't know what we feel about that. So, but here we are. We got Sinfully Deep. We got a couple of people that we've known in here. As you guys can see, we got Mr. Once in Love. We'll probably go for him in a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and go for some of these green bars here first, because obviously that's what I like to do. we gotta focus on that. Speaking of which, let's get some of that pump back action right now. We're gonna leave. Oh, wait a second. That's not Orion. That's not Orion. We can't do that. We can't do that. Okay. So generally speaking, I would run. If he was running Orion, then I would probably do it. But I might have to switch things up a little bit. Let's go for the first turn. Let's bring in Iris, and let's just try to take out his Gemini right now. Ciara is going to be a pain, but Bastet is on max resist, so generally I'm not having to deal with all too much, and I can reduce the amount of damage that Pern is taking from that Bastet, right? Downtown though, ooh, this might be interesting here, because this is where I use my Bastet for this comp. So let's see here. We got Iris on the top. I mean, we could use. I want that first turn though. See, I want that first turn. So let me go ahead, and I think I got an idea. Let me go ahead and use Beta, right? I use Beta to improve the attack bar on Iris. Is that right? No, Iris is going to go first. That's not going to work. All right, I think this is going to work. We're just going to have to take the easy road on this one, and try to prevent ourselves and put the bomb on Gemini, and then we'll leave the one downtown. Again, the one downtown, if you guys have not seen me do it, like this is, I got an infatuation for going after the Kamoon, Theo, and Ethma compositions, because I feel like if I go for it, that means oh, nice. There you go. I was about to cringe, but we got the violent proc, so we're able to take it in. Let's go ahead and put the bomb, and let's bomb it out. So yeah, that second team, right? I just love going after those compositions with the yellow comp with that Lagmar here. So let's see. We'll go ahead. I mean, we'll just keep on working on this one. I wish we had our Bastet so we can put this one on it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, oh shoot. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, maybe I should have used that second skill on that one, right? Holy cow. Hold on. Do we bring her up? I don't think it's a good idea to bring her up, right? Do we bring her up? Well, Iris is going up next here, so she's going to be able to heal. Maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll try to go for this. Get the stun. No luck. Perna, for the love of God, figure out a way not to kill it. Oh my God, the violent procs right now. Oh, okay. So I think this one is gonna be hard to deal with if we can't get that Gemini out. He's just gonna keep on doing his thing. Oh, I should have gone for the first skill there to try to go for more stuns, but it is what it is. We might have to stop this one. I don't think we can come back. Well, maybe we can. I don't know. If we can get some more stuns, let's see what we can do. If the Gemini is just kind of slowing us back here, so I might have to just leave him alone. I might have to leave him alone, and yeah, because I think now we're gonna get bombed for this yard. Let's go ahead and save Beta. We might use her later on. Again, we normally run a first turn. Just use the attack buff with this yard just to snipe the Gemini and just deal with the rest here. But now we're gonna have to come back and get it back here. This is my fun. Like, I just love doing this. Generally speaking, there's only a handful of people in super high G3 that have like a well-built Theo with like good effective HP. So generally, I run a beneficial blocker and just snipe them. You know, despite the fact that we're not running the defense break, we generally take them out for the most part. Of course, though, the thing that kind of throws this one off a little bit is the Ethna, if he provides the defense break, right? So generally, I take him out with the first turn. But if Ethnic gets a defense break in, then it's instant kill for that Kamoon. Luckily enough, we got ourselves a stun on that one, so we should be good there. Again, the Ethna's super fast. Generally speaking, they're tanky there, but that one seemed like it went down pretty easy. The second skill is down from the Kamoon, so now it's just a matter of, I mean, trying to get lucky on this. Yeah, there we go. Trying to get lucky on the crit, and there I was gonna say I had the beneficial blocker coming up next, so we could have dealt with that. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. Okay, we're gonna go for another green bar, but because of the fact I know how strong Once in Love is, let's go ahead and get at him real quick. Gosh, this is another one here that I just don't like. I hate. I generally have to run like I told you before. I have to run that combo. We took out. Yeah. What was I gonna say? We have lost our CR, right? We have lost our CR, so we got to think of something else. I'm thinking Villagel. Then let's grab our Tesarium, and then let's go ahead if we can find him. Where's he at? There he is. And then we'll grab our. Let's go ahead and grab Kumar, so we can have some kind of heal on this one. Now, Kumar is one of those units that I feel like in this situation we should do well as long as we can keep the immunity. Honestly, that's going to be good. If we can manage to Oblivion that Iris, then we should be fine. As long as Iris doesn't silence our Villagel, we should be able to come back from this and do work. Now, up top, I'm gonna use just my general team for this one. For Molong, Perna, whatever, I generally run this one. This is a little bit on the scarier side though. This is a little bit more gambly because of the fact that he has that Ritesh, so he's going to be going after our Theomars, chances are, and we're gonna have to deal with that provoke, right? So this time around, let's go ahead. Maybe what we can do is instead of this one, let's go with Harmonia. Harmonia can at least cleanse and provide that immunity. Let's see if we can do that, and then push the attack bar up so we can play around with that attack bar manipulation. Maybe take somebody out here. I ain't gonna lie, it's hard for me to soak this one in. I generally want to use my my unit, what's it called? My Fire Unicorn. Oh my God, Helena. I generally like to use Helena here. So let's see. Should we do this? Well, should we just take out Molong? I feel like we just take out Molong right now. Let's just do it. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Ooh, man, I forgot about Ritesh doing his thing. Okay, let's try to get this out. I really wanted to go for Perna, but if we can take him out right now, we may be able to do this. Now we got the revive, so if they focus on Avaris, then we're good. But we need to let Avaris hit it, right? Avaris needs to hit this. Avaris, don't you die on me now, man. Don't you die on me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I tell you what. We should have just gone for that. We should have just gone for Perna all day. Like, Molong would have been a pain to deal with, but Perna just procs. He just procs too much. Okay. This is why we went for him early on. Chances are we're gonna have to deal with this. We're gonna have to deal with the RNG aspect that just kind of sets us off to no end here. Okay, so the immunity is in. I think my Tesarian, my Tesarian should be able to go first. Oblivion is set, so we should be fine here. We got super lucky though. We were able to resist and not have to deal with it. We should be able to take out this team now. No real issues here if we can't strip. Gotta have that strip on that unit. Gotta have that strip. Let's go ahead and take it out if we can. Is that enough? I think that should be enough. Well, let me see. I'm gonna just do it. Whatever. We don't want anything bad to happen, right? So let's just take it out right now, and then take out that CR. All right. So no issues now. Let's go ahead and take this out. Unfortunately, we have to wait for Rakan to see what Rakan does. I feel like we should be able to auto this now, right? Rakan, if you guys have ever been in this situation, I swear when Rakan is alone, Rakan collapses way more than I'd like to admit here. But this, I guess now he had that skill down. That's why he wasn't able to collapse now. But yeah, it looks like we're able to take him out. I know this sounds kind of silly right now, but I'm pretty sure that out of the maybe 10 matches that I've done with the Siren, this is probably like one of the 2 or 3 ones that I've actually won with them. If you guys haven't seen on stream, we did a couple of matches here with Desarn, and we just gotten just wrecked super hard. So yeah, hopefully we can make up for it now. Let's go ahead with the highest green bar. As much as I want to run Bastet right now, I think I'm going to play around with Amarna. Amarna has the revive and the cleanse. We got the defense break, as well as the hit point disturb. We got Brandy. We literally got everything in that unit. So knowing that if we ran an attack bar booster, chances are this Iris is definitely going to cut through. So we're going to have to deal with it either way. We're not going to be able to follow through with the Tessarion and Theo combo, but at least with this one, we can possibly land that like clutch defense break, and then if we can get lucky with Tessarion, get Theo set up there with the Brandy, we should be pretty good. Downtown though, we're gonna keep it standard. Okay, keep it standard because again, we got to give Pumbek some love, right? Pumbek is getting ready to jump into some of the people's teams that maybe haven't played around with, but honestly, like he's in a good place right now. If you guys are not messing around with him, I definitely encourage you to do so, especially if you're having a hard time dealing with some fire monsters on the Guild War or Siege defense here. So let's take a look. Should we go? Obviously, we need to go for Iris, right? Because we have ourselves the will down. Of course, the will means nothing right now because we are getting stunned all over the place. Wait a second. If I recall correctly, we're not. No, yeah, Theo's right here. We're not running the resistance lead. Fail. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? I don't think we can do anything. We don't want to hit Iris, right? We don't want to hit Iris. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Rest in peace. Okay. But maybe we can come back. I don't know. The stuns are real right now. The stuns, we keep on getting stunned. That's a lot of science and stuns. That's a lot. Okay. I think we need to call this one. I think we need to go GG on this one. Do we go Iris? Because Perna. Oh man. What if we get a lucky violent proc on Iris? Okay, I'm gonna go for the violent. We're not gonna win this one. We need to get lucky. We need to get lucky right now with the violent proc. Oh my goodness, no luck. Okay, Theo, stay alive, baby. Stay alive, baby. Stay alive, baby. Oh my god, get wrecked. I'll tell you what, man. We should have gone for that. We screwed up. We should have put that resistance lead, but again, it was a little bit of a derpy comp. We knew that something bad was gonna happen there. At least RNG was on our side on this one. Orion did not steal. The will. I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I get strip stunned a lot. So if it happens one time, it's over. Let's use the beneficial blocker, and then we'll go ahead and auto it out for the final match here. So yeah, not the best go around when it comes to our runs that we did, but sometimes that's just what happens. So again, we mix it up with a couple of different comps here, but when it comes down to those Mola Perna combinations, like no matter how we look at it, something bad is going to happen. So I'm glad to at least get a couple of draws for my guild. But either way, guys, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.